Exactly. Right on time. Now we're live. How's it going?
What's up, guys?
Oh, got a little delay there. Well, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining in again. Another episode of Thinking Out Loud. Today we have a guest. I'm going to let Vic probably introduce. It's a friend of Vic's.
I'm going to say this is Nicole. She runs a few social media accounts, right?
Yeah, I have my main page, which is Nicole V with VIE at the end. And then I also have a YouTube channel called Chow Down with my friend Ray.
So make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all the fancy stuff.
Chow Down 204.
There you
Chow
go.
Down. Yeah, Chow Down.
We'll have a link.
Yeah, I'll put a link in the description.
Yeah. I had an opportunity to watch some of your episodes. They're really interesting. You guys basically, the theme is you go around testing restaurants and...
Yeah, that was the main idea. Like, Rayanne came over one day and, like, I had wanted to start a YouTube channel and, like... I had been wanting, or she'd been wanting to start a food one, and so she was like, we should just check out restaurants, and then we just planned it one day and then did it, and like I put the video together, and then I became obsessed with like producing like content, and then yeah, it's just been fun doing different challenges and stuff.
Seems like you guys are having a good time.
Yeah,
Seems like a lot of
chill.
fun. How do you guys pick your restaurants? Do you guys just randomly do it, or?
Random ones like that we've never been to, or like sometimes like places that we really like.
It's pretty neat. It's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I tuned into one. They were doing a live challenge, the 20 taco challenge.
That was the first one.
Oh, really? I didn't. Actually, I must have missed that one.
It looked painful from my end. and I'm the Mexican.
It was an IG live.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
So did you eat 20 tacos? Is that what the challenge is? Or what? How does that work?
So we had 20 tacos each, and then we didn't really set a time limit because we just... I don't know, we were just doing whatever. And then whoever could eat the most tacos, I guess, won. We weren't really playing for anything.
Yeah. It's you should go back to the old Kenny versus Spenny days.
That's funny. That's good. That's so...
But I was versing her boyfriend.
Oh, in that particular one?
Yeah. So that was interesting.
I mean, it was fun to watch. It was entertaining. That's for sure.
Yeah, I puked several times. It was honestly not okay.
But yeah, no...
That's pretty neat.
Well, we're on check with the mute buttons today.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
You were on mute the whole time.
We're 2 for 2. Well,
No,
on the
no.
other computers because you can hear it back and it's on delayed, so it's not the greatest.
No, everything is... We're all good. You just don't want the volume in the background going on. But yeah, no. So I think Vic had brought some food to rep your channel and station.
Yeah, I was gonna do a chow down challenge or something.
We'll do it probably a little bit later.
It already started.
Yeah, you know. Here, me, Mr. Tough Guy. I'm like, I ordered a 10, the spiciest one they got. Just been eating it for like the last 45 minutes.
Yeah, unfazed, not even sweating or anything.
Boy, did I ever play that card one.
You should have gotten it like level 15
Yeah,
or something.
like double it down. Next time it's double.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Everybody else, how's your week?
It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. Didn't do a heck of a lot. Had it's my wife's 30th birthday today.
Yay.
So happy birthday, Nicole. She's probably tuning in.
Just old.
Yeah, she's super old now. No.
Oh, hey.
Your wife's name is Nicole.
Yeah.
It's an awesome name.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's funny.
When he had first mentioned we're having Nicole, Les looks at me with this terrified look on his face. Like, no, we're not.
I'm like, why? Why?
Yeah. Wrong one, buddy. Wrong one.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so last night we did birthday celebration. We went to because I'm the best husband in the world.
Oh, by the way, sorry that we couldn't make it last night.
Yeah, sorry, man.
You actually got invited.
Did you get invited?
Oh,
I just saw pictures on Facebook.
Yeah,
big extravagant party.
Yeah,
that,
Jesus, man.
That's cool, bro.
Thanks, man. You know, I would have been there.
You know what? My wife said the only people you can't have there is Soup and Vic. So
probably that was exactly what happened.
Yeah, so we did the Fort Garry Hotel. I rented a private room there, and we stayed overnight, and then we did
Did you see a ghost?
You know what's funny is that I didn't even know that place was haunted. Like, I should know better. I guess I'm from Winnipeg.
Yep.
But yeah, everyone was saying that.
That's because Les usually just hangs out in the male's washroom.
Yeah, it's the only place I go to. I didn't even check in. I just walked right to the bathroom. Yeah, no, so everyone's saying it's haunted.
Senor Les.
You're back again. You're back again. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, it was good. Did that. And went to a club after and went to La Roca, I think.
Oh.
It was okay. I haven't been to a club in like forever. Like, it was weird. It's a different vibe when you're a little older now. I don't know if wait.
Does it right? Like, yeah, man. Yeah. No,
I feel like it's different. It's not the same.
One thing that I'm amazed,
Different vibe.
working at the bar is, like, when you were really wasted, you knew you were going to get home safe, right? Because your friends would take care of you. You know how many times, like, people just get abandoned there juiced as fuck?
Oh, really?
That's fucked. That's not even cool.
Usually, and it's usually a 20-year-old Filipino girl.
What?
It's been like 75% of the time.
I usually get home pretty safe, though, surprisingly enough. Like, I've woken up on my couch before and I'm like, holy shit, thank God. Like,
I feel like
the purse,
like,
the keys.
I feel like we've all done that.
I feel like my subconscious mind has me.
The autopilot is good?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's funny, yeah.
I did that a couple of times, too. There was one time where I'm like, hey, man, hey, Soup, how did we get back to the shop? He's like, you drove. I'm like, motherfucker, don't ever let me drive. He's like, you seemed in control. I'm like, yeah, I mean, the autopilot's good, bro, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's been a couple moments.
Is it different now, though, or are you different now? You know what I mean? Like, because you're older, so it's not as, you go there. It's the same kind of
I know.
dancing and stuff.
I guess, like, yeah, because I'm not that age anymore. Maybe it's like a lot of the younger crew. Like, I feel like I miss Union. Yeah. I say this to everyone. I'm like, I miss Union because I feel like Union was like bigger and it brought like a mixed crowd. Like it wasn't just a main demographic.
Yeah.
It was cool there.
That's how most clubs are now, though.
You find that now, yeah.
And it's the music makes a difference for me too. Like it has to be like a dope like.
Yeah, it's
vibe.
hard to find a good place now with.
That's what I'm saying.
Good music and good demographic.
It's more like.
It's harder. I don't know. For me, I don't know. Last night was La Roca, and like, I found it like maybe it's just me, but super cheesy. Like super cheesy. Like people like when we buy a bottle. I'm not buying a bottle for the show. I just didn't want to wait in line for drinks, and they bring this like sparklers and shit. Like, I'm like, whoa, I don't care. Like
they make everybody know that Les is baller over here.
Yeah, but the bottle's like $200.
Never mind that Mercedes in the fucking parking lot.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. But I didn't go there to get the show. I just went there to get the bottle. But it's just, and then you get all these guys. I don't know. It's kind of cheesy. Like it's just because I'm probably older now.
I'm excited for summertime though, because like I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of like events in the Exchange.
Yeah, those
downtown.
are always better.
Yeah, it's gonna be
a lot of patios.
Yeah,
those are good too. I like patio sitting.
Yeah, Winnipeg's good in the summer. I feel.
Yeah,
that's it's plus 40 in the summers, humid, and then it's minus 40 in the winters. So
patio
we're good, man. We're good.
Yeah, patio weather.
Fuck, I hate this city.
It's funny. I was at a club. I was at a club with.
Fuck, I hate this city.
in the winter, it's brutal, especially near the end of winter.
This is the worst time right now. Everything's fucking brown. It's just
right
the
now.
Shittiest, man.
I think it's not bad because you can still wear like sweaters and stuff.
Yeah, it's a
and
change.
Layer.
Yeah, you don't have to put a jacket. Yeah. You don't have to like.
I like the transition. I like the transition because I know summer's coming.
Okay, fine. I'm wrong. Fuck you.
Yeah, you suck. You suck, dude. You suck. Yeah.
You guys are way more Canadian than I am, I guess.
Yeah, we are. We are. Yeah. No, so I was saying that I was at a club like probably a year ago with a couple of my buddies at shout out to Jack at 441. He's the owner of that club, whatever. He's a buddy of mine. Yeah. And we got a couple of bottles in the upstairs thing, and there was these like 19-year-old girls beside us. I guess it was a birthday or something. Cool. And we're sitting there
Does
drinking.
Your wife know about that?
Yeah. No, first
Nicole, earmuffs.
No, not beside me.
I don't need earmuffs.
No.
Yeah.
I've heard it all. It's all good.
No, I'm saying his wife because he doesn't want to sleep on the couch.
We're gonna
Huh?
Confusing.
Yeah, we have to. How
wife,
Wait.
Nicole, wife,
yeah.
Or just
wife.
I don't know. People call me Nick.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just joking around.
Or Nicole.
Nicole.
Or I don't know.
Nick. Yeah. So we're sitting there and like everyone's just giving us this weird eye, like we're like creep pedophiles sitting around in the thing because we're all like 30, 35, 40 sitting there, and then so we're like, we're gonna get out of here. So we go to these girls like beside us. We're like, do you want our 2 bottles? We didn't open one of them. Like, do you want these? And they just look at us like, yeah, right. Like, holy fuck. Like,
no, I guess the bottle. They're like giving them free booze, and they're acting all.
Yeah, they thought
all
we were
extra.
They thought we were trying to do something. I guess.
I was.
Were they open bottles?
No, one was closed, and one that we just had a couple of drinks out of. But you know, they're in those crate things, right? Those like they put those in those.
So you're known for going to the club and hitting on.
Yeah, I guess so. But we just left her there. I felt so old.
They're like. Not today. Not this bottle trick's not working today.
Yeah. Damn it.
No, it's funny. I was at a club one time.
I want to eat this.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah,
okay.
Do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Challenge.
Challenge accepted. She
Challenge
says.
accepted. Yeah.
Appetizers. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even want to do a challenge anymore. She's eating that like it's
She's
no
already done
problem.
it.
I know.
There's no challenge.
I was trying to be, like I said, I was trying to be.
We're just eating at this point.
Is it actually hot or no?
It's good though.
No, but it's
like
not that hot.
It's not like super hot where I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
See, fuck, man.
There you go.
I
man.
calculated
Beast
wrong.
over here, beast.
I calculated wrong. No, so I was at a club this was years ago, probably like 7 years ago, and somebody bought us a bottle, right? So we were passing drinks out to people.
Yeah.
So this cute girl walks by and I hand her the cup and I say, "Don't worry, I didn't drug this." And she looked at me and was like, "Fuck you," and she walked away. So then
okay.
So I had the cup in my hand, and like 2 girls later, I go, "Hey, do you want this?" I totally drugged it, and the girl fucking downs it.
Oh my god.
Well,
I'm like, I don't know if
you don't know what wins.
Are you joking?
No, legitimately, that's a legit story.
What?
Yeah. I don't know if it was because the first girl like felt, I guess.
Okay, Bill Cosby over here.
No, that's what I mean though, right? And then the second girl was like, nobody would ever fucking tell you, so he's probably joking, right?
Yeah, obviously.
So
Yeah.
I feel like
The first girl thought you were just trying to pick her up or something. Probably. It's like,
No, I'd
you know?
take this drink and walk away.
Yeah.
Off you go. No. But yeah, no, it's legit. Yeah.
Like that actually. Did you guys hear about Cardi B?
Yeah.
She did her
No,
Instagram. No, you didn't hear?
I don't have any social media or anything. That's why you guys can tell.
Well, I
me
mean, she did a IG live saying that she used to like lure men to a hotel because she was a stripper before,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then she would lure men to the hotel and then drug them and rob them.
Well,
I feel like
at
that's
least
fair.
at least she's real, and like she had to do what she had to do at the time to you know,
I didn't mean
you can't
she.
judge someone.
That's
for their
the thing
past.
with that
Hold on.
is she was a
But-
stripper. She was making. She admitted one time
Yeah.
she made $20,000 in one day.
It's
This
kind
is
of a
the
double-edged sword.
I like this. This is good. We got
This
another
is, see,
opinion.
this is why, like, when we did one of the podcasts and I started talking about masculinity and stuff like that, I told you the same day. I said it's not fair for me to do this without a female present.
Absolutely.
And I literally hit up Nicole the next day. I'm like, listen,
Yo.
this happened. This happened on the podcast. We need a female opinion, and this is exactly what I was like. This is why I paused this conversation just to say
It's
that. Like,
happening.
So what?
It's,
So Cardi B was just drugging guys and ripping them off.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like more to the story than
Probably.
her just like popping a roofie in someone's drink and like
Maybe there isn't.
I don't
like
know. At the same, like,
Yeah.
if it was a dude doing
That's
that,
what
though,
that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say. Is if
it
it
comes
was a
off
guy,
as like bad.
we
Like, that's some Bill Cosby shit.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Bill Cosby shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, it's kind of like a double
At the same time,
standard in a way. Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, though, good for her. Fuck, I don't give a shit. Good for her.
Oh my god.
that's
Right?
the
No,
difference.
dude, no, that's exactly it. Like, you take your chances, homie. Like,
Yeah, she did it.
you knew that you were getting into a shady situation when you took a girl from the strip club back to a hotel room.
She just won. She
Yeah,
beat you.
exactly. She checkmated your ass 45 minutes before you even got there.
Yeah. Not even money
Yeah.
for a cab. You know. Yeah.
No, but yeah, that's exactly it, right? Like, is it double standard? Like 100%?
Well, and like I feel like rappers, for example, like they rap about like killing people in their songs or whatever like that, and like no one freaks out or anything. You know what I mean? It's just like a normal thing. So I feel, I don't know.
What's the thing? They can't freak out. You can't like rap is a,
Yeah.
rap culture is like they're protected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
their
yeah.
thing. You can't
but
talk shit. Like they can say whatever they want.
Yeah.
But the thing with those guys though is that those standards were set by like guys like Tupac and Biggie and guys like that who actually were gangster. Nowadays you got like Little Uzi.
Little Uzi.
Oh yeah, that's so gangster, that guy.
The thing is too, though, the rappers
6ix9ine.
aren't actually.
Yeah, exactly.
They aren't
Like,
killing people either. Like that's the difference. Cardi
they,
B
kill,
doing
they,
it.
they are killing something. It's music.
They're killing music. Killing music.
Killing music, man.
But yeah. But the thing is too, it's kind of a celebrity person, like a big name person in the media. Cosby was too. He did it.
So do you think it's equally comparable to the Cosby situation?
That's kind of what I'm saying. It kind of is in a
Yeah.
way. But Cosby wasn't robbing, I
No,
guess.
but
No, that's right.
here's
So
the
it's
thing,
not
though.
the same.
Hold on, I got a rebuttal for this.
Yeah, but he
Can
was
I?
robbing
Can I-
women's.
And it's, yeah, he was.
Can I-
right.
can
Yeah,
I-
I think
Can
what he
I-
did was worse
No,
because
no,
he's
hold
like,
on.
Yeah,
he, like,
yeah.
At the
assaulted
same
them, right?
time, though, most
that's
of the
true.
women agreed that they would have slept with him consensually.
yeah, that's different though, bro.
What?
That
Afterwards.
no, that's what I mean though. Like a lot of the women said, like, we don't know why he drugged us because we were willing to sleep with a guy. He didn't have to drug him.
I don't know.
What?
Pull up the facts.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a
Look it
couple
up.
out of the 900 he did it to.
No, yeah, Vic's right. There was a lady that said I would.
there was a few of
I
them.
would have done whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Like I don't even
Yeah.
understand why he drugged me, but what gets him off is
Yeah.
is
Ooh.
drugging women.
That's
You know.
weird.
Freaking sick.
It was what really weird about it is that he was like known as this like clean comedian that wouldn't curse or do anything, and he was like a family man, and like for so many years people idolized him, and then this stuff comes out, like
And
this
all
whole
of a sudden
time.
he's not Dr. Huxtable no more.
Well, he's
Yeah.
playing Dr. Huxtable, right?
Was
Here's
he-
a
was-
roofie.
Was Dr.
Here's
Huxtable
a roofie.
was Dr. Huxtable a gynecologist?
Well, he is now.
Oh my
He is
god.
now.
That's so
No,
nasty.
You know what we should play? We should play that one episode of the clip from the Cosby Show where he's like his barbecue sauce. He's like,
Oh,
"We have
yeah,
my
yeah.
special sauce."
I would love to play that, but copyright infringement shuts us down real quick.
That's just a clip. We could play it.
Yeah.
Um,
We don't know how either. That's pretty
so yeah, Nicole.
What's up?
Sorry, what's up?
Nothing. I just want to see Nicole.
Oh.
Fuck you guys. I'm just joking. Any topics you want to talk about?
Let's talk about shrooms.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ooh,
sure.
psychedelics.
And do you know anybody that does shrooms?
Yeah, I do.
I think a lot of people
I
have
know
tried
that.
All
this.
four of we're 4 for 4, man. What are you guys
Psychonauts.
talking about?
I think a lot of people have tried
Yeah, I very much enjoy shrooms.
You enjoy shrooms? How
I-
many times have you done them?
At least 6-7 times.
6-7 times. Yeah,
How
I've
about
done them
same?
a lot too.
Same, yeah.
I love shrooms.
They're fun. It's a fun.
Psychedelics in
it's
general,
fun.
man.
They are fun.
Me and Soup,
Yeah.
tend to do that quite. Not so much anymore, but we've done DMT.
Oh, really? Yeah. I want to do ayahuasca. That'd be sick.
I'd love to go down and try that.
Yeah.
Like, actually do like an actual experience where you go
You
down.
don't have to go down. I know a guy.
Yeah, there's a
You guys
guy.
wanna-
You could do it in Winnipeg.
Oh,
for
really?
Sure.
He's
He's an actual like shaman.
Like a shaman guy?
Yeah, he went to Peru and actually like trained under a fucking shaman.
Skinny Bob. He lives behind a 7-Eleven.
We got JT that just put a message in here. He says that, I did some the other day with my wife. Had a blast as always. That's
Really?
yeah, there's a
Can I?
blast.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a blast. Yeah, no, it's funny because like there's always a chance that you have a bad experience. I've been pretty fortunate. I've only really had like a half bad time, and it wasn't even that bad.
It really depends on like your state of mind and like who you're around and like the environment you're in.
Oh,
like,
that's
that makes a huge
100% it.
The
yeah.
collective
Yeah.
energy, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Because if you have a bad state of mind going into it too, you're obviously gonna have a really bad trip. Because like when you're on shrooms, every single thing feels like a journey. Like it's very like mental, and you're more aware of energy. I find.
I feel like Nicole
Yeah.
really needs to do DMT.
Yeah, no, actually, that was on the bucket list for sure.
Yeah, no,
That's
you
for
definitely.
sure.
You're
We can make it happen.
Oh,
We
well,
can make it happen.
You're a
no,
prime
well, I
candidate.
want to do ayahuasca because DMT is like one of the main components in
Yeah,
ayahuasca.
there's 2 plants.
Right.
One neutralizes the enzyme in your stomach
okay.
that stops DMT because if you didn't have that, if you ate a really big salad, you trip balls. Because
Okay,
everything.
wait, explain that again. What?
So, hold on. Ayahuasca is a mixture of 2 different plants.
Yeah.
One plant neutralizes an enzyme in your stomach that stops DMT.
Oh,
Because
okay,
everything
okay.
on this planet has DMT.
Yeah.
Grass, all
Yeah.
that stuff. So if you didn't have this, if you ate too many greens,
Yeah.
you could technically trip on DMT.
Oh.
So there's an enzyme in your stomach that stops it.
I
Stops
see, I
that
see.
from
Okay.
happening to you.
And then the next plant is like a root that has a really high concentration of DMT.
Mm.
So essentially, you're just getting something to neutralize, and then the DMT. But you trip balls for like 8 hours.
When you do ayahuasca?
Well, yeah, because it
Yeah.
goes through your stomach, right, as opposed to
Yeah, I don't
anything.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Absorbing
commitment.
it,
That's
yeah.
a real
It's
commitment.
a cleanse. I feel you're cleansing.
it's
Like
like
your
a
soul,
spiritual,
your
Yeah,
spiritual
it's a
reset.
spiritual cleanse.
It's a spiritual.
Well, if you guys want to do
reset.
it, I know a guy. He does
Spiritual
like
reset.
the
I'm
whole
planning on doing it.
ceremony and everything.
Yeah, let's do
Really?
it live.
Yeah.
Live.
You do it live?
No, I don't know
I'm
about
just
that. No,
I didn't know there
thank
was a
you.
guy in Winnipeg that did that.
Yeah.
They said Skinny Bob
Oh, yeah, it's down the road.
down the road
Yeah.
behind the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, no, I think it's funny too because if you do a lot of research about like DMT or ayahuasca, even you look into some of these guys that like scientists have like do the research and stuff. It all like the scary thing is everyone tends to have a very similar experience, which is completely different than doing mushrooms or something
Yeah.
else, right?
Everybody pretty much reports seeing the same kind of stuff. and feeling the same kind of way, right? Like
Very-
everybody's like, oh, what happens if I have a bad trip? I'm like, there's no such thing, man. Like
Can't almost, it seems
You
like.
can't have a bad trip
on DMT. No,
DMT is-
I feel like you could.
No.
Nah, I don't.
Well, I mean, I guess if you do,
I've heard like
yeah.
stories. Of,
Yeah, I mean, there has been people who
Yeah.
have had bad trips, but
yeah.
smoking DMT right after the methamphetamine will do that to you,
Yeah.
man.
Oh my
With a big
god! I
mixture.
have to tell a story of last night. So, because we did shrooms last night.
Yeah.
So, it was like I forgot what time it was, but I was trying to show my friend a video. So like we're typing in on YouTube, and so like we're like super close to the screen on the TV, and then I guess like the thing that I was trying to show her, like I had to type Jesus Christ, and it was like a blood, like this guy, like I don't know if you've seen the video on YouTube where it's this like bald like Spanish guy, he's like wearing all red, and he's like on a stage, like it's like one of those Christian kind
Yeah,
of events,
okay,
and he's
okay.
like Jesus Christ. And
oh
he's, like,
yeah,
Like-
that meme guy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
yeah, I know. And he's doing like
the Jesus
robot
Cholo.
dances. And so, anyways, I was trying to show her that. So, like, I typed in Jesus Christ blood because I was like, I don't know how to find this video.
Oh, I feel like
And
that went wrong.
Yeah, I feel like that's-
And then, like, all these like Satan things popped.
Oh wow!
Fucking jumped so hard. I was like, oh my.
It's like when you don't have the safe search on fucking Google, anything comes up. You're like, huh? I wonder. I broke my toilet. How to fix toilet? I'm like, why is there so much porn that pops up?
I didn't know there was a safe switch button on. Is there a safe thing so you don't get like all the bad stuff?
Yeah,
Oh wow, gotta turn that shit off.
I know. That way your wife doesn't have to encounter the peckers. You search at night.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to catch that. Just open up another account. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a pretty cool thing. Like that's, I've had some pretty crazy experiences
Yeah.
on mushrooms when, like things that like I was playing this one time. I was with like one of my good friends.
Yeah.
We were playing.
Excuse me, guys. Step out for a second.
Yeah, that's all good. We were playing
take off my sweater here.
Jenga. So what we
Yeah.
were doing is like we had
Django?
these Jenga.
Oh,
We had the Jenga the game set up in the middle, and then we put candles all the way around it for another element of heat. So when you
Oh
go to touch
my
it,
God,
it
that's
could
so
burn you or whatever.
funny.
So we were doing that, and it came down to there was you know how in Jenga you always have like the middle at the bottom pulled out, and then
Yeah.
the end ones are holding the whole tower up.
Yeah.
So as a joke, I was like, I'm gonna pull this one on the side, like on the side part right out, and they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, right. So I went like this, and I pulled it out, and the whole thing stood on one side on the left side of the block. So there's no on the two on the right side were missing. So it was just balancing on one thing on the left side. And we were all just staring at it. We're like, this can't be possible. And we still today don't know if it happened. But it, you know,
Interesting.
it was like things like that just
Yeah,
always
I
seem to
got
happen.
lost in the hallway several times last night. Like, because I was trying to find my friend, and like I wasn't familiar with the house, so I was like so confused. And then I basically just gave up at one point and melted onto the couch. Like,
How big is the
I was
house?
like, I just give. It was one line. I was
It's just obviously I understand why.
Yeah.
It's funny.
How many people were with you?
like there was 3. Well, eventually it was just 2 of us.
Oh, okay. But all 3 of you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome.
It's pretty cool.
What else happened?
We listened to like just a crap ton of music because I find when I do shrooms we go through like a cycle of what we do like waiting for it to come on,
Yeah.
and then so like we were watching this movie. It was with Eddie Murphy. I forgot what it's called. It was super weird though. It's basically this movie with Eddie Murphy, and he can't
Coming
really.
to America?
No, like he's like a robot.
Oh, yeah.
What the
He's
heck
a
is that
robot of
movie?
himself? or
He's a
whatever?
robot of
Yeah.
himself, and then there's a bunch of people in him, and then he
Yeah.
acts really weird, and like
Yeah.
it's
Sounds
just the super. It's weird.
Sounds-
Anyways,
sounds trippy.
and then we it was really trippy to watch though. And then after once it started to kick in, we just changed to music videos and like music, and yeah, we were like really feeling the vibe and like the beats. Like it was
Yeah.
it was a dope vibe. So I was
That is-
enjoying it, and then just like lots of laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually when I do shrooms, like that's what it goes through. Like
Oh, yeah, you get the giggles
I
where
love
you're
it.
just like...
it's like the best release.
You
I
just,
find
like, yeah.
you like I personally think I heal like during my trips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always get that too, where you're just laughing so much you can't stop. Your
Yeah.
stomach starts hurting. And you don't even know
and
why
you
you're
don't even
laughing.
know what you're laughing at,
anymore,
and
yeah.
like everyone's kind of like in their own little world. Like you can like zone out and like think of something completely different from like the next person to you. Like even though you guys are looking at the same thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's always a good time.
Well, that's the thing too with like mushrooms. It's like you kind of I think a lot of it is because you're in the moment, right? Like
Yeah.
everything you're doing is like right now. Yeah,
seriously.
and the future doesn't matter. What the
No, yeah. And I found that like I almost felt like stripped of everything that I knew about myself, like work, like daily schedule, like anything. Like I'm almost like stripped of that and just literally living in the moment. Like that's what it was.
That's what it is. Yeah, and you're just enjoying.
And I forgot about my phone and everything like that too, which was hilarious because at once 3 in the morning hit, I was like, what is a phone? Like, I actually, because I feel like I've been addicted to my phone like crazy, right? Like everyone is.
I can't relate.
Yeah, right.
What do you mean?
Last week, these two decided to gang up on me and give me shit because I'm always on my phone. Like, I'll go hang out with you guys.
Can't even put it out. Put it
I'm
down.
sitting there like,
it's hard. It is hard. I have issues because like I'm probably on my phone 24 hours a day.
Well, most people are though, right? Like
I know it's not a bad thing, but it's also kind of nice to be able to take the time to.
It limits your human to human interaction, right? Exactly. Like it's not you communicating like
everyone's life's on there now, right? So it's
well, that's the thing. I watched this
evolution.
I watched this YouTube video, and what made me change.
Let's hope not. We talked about this last week.
I watched this YouTube video.
Evolution, like hopefully that's not evolution because
that's where it's going.
You see,
no, that's what I'm saying. Like I watched this YouTube video, and the guy was saying that when you're on your phone, you're subliminally showing the other person that they're not important, that they're like second to your phone, you know, and that even if you take it and you like put it upside down, you're like as soon as the light goes off or it vibrates, you're like ready to grab, you know.
Yeah.
And so I make it a conscious effort to not pull out my phone when I'm like having dinner with my family or you know, because I've now since I watched that video I'm like, that's kind of rude. Like you know, if you're hanging out with somebody and you're like looking at your phone, you're saying that you know, our interaction is not important, like whatever. And then half the time it's just like Instagram or Facebook that you can look at later, you know.
Yeah, I do agree. Like, especially when you're like with family that's important and stuff. But it's good to have the friends too that understand the phone thing because like if you're trying to build your social media,
I mean, if
like
you do
you are,
it's a little bit different for Nicole. Your social media stuff and
I feel like a lot of people, especially with like businesses and stuff, they have to kind of jump on that social media bandwagon, right?
Becomes like a part of your job, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Coming from the guy that doesn't even have Facebook.
Yeah, I don't do any social media because of the exact reason.
You just kind of have to like accept it because I feel like that's.
I agree.
That's the not accept it, but like I feel like if you use it as a tool, it's like probably one of the best tools.
That's where the slippery slope comes in. It becomes dangerous, right? Because you're giving up. I was saying this last week. You give up like one thing that makes you human is interacting with other people, right? Yeah. So when you lose that in you know, in the text messaging and stuff like that, where you're like, you know, I'm gonna just be on my phone and stuff like that. Soup was saying the same thing. That's evolution. That's the next step, right? When we integrate with technology. But I'm like, at that point, do you lose humanity? Like you're no longer human at that point?
I don't think so because I feel like social media, like it connects you with people across the world you probably would have never met if you didn't have it, right? Like how would you have met this person in Africa? Like there's so many different connections that you can make nowadays.
That's a good point.
Right?
UNICEF. No? Bad joke?
No, that's a good point, actually.
That sponsored a child thing. I was making, you know.
Oh, UNICEF?
Yeah.
Did you say UNICEF?
Yeah. How you gonna make fun? How you gonna make fun of the fucking Africa? I'm sorry,
you
guys.
Prick. You know, that's a good point. We never talked about that last time. It's like, maybe it makes you more human, more humane.
I feel like
if you use it like as a tool, I feel like.
I think it's. I don't think you'll lose your humanity because now you can connect without having to go anywhere. And like, you know what I mean? Like if you look at I have VR at home, right? You can go into rooms and then interact with other people that have VR headsets and like.
Hold on. You never made that point once last week, motherfucker. Don't.
What point?
VR?
The ability to kind of interconnect with a bigger group of people.
Yeah.
He's trying to take Nicole's idea. I'm like, shut up. See, I got your back. Don't worry. No.
Josh says Sausage Party is a great movie to watch on shrooms. Never tried that.
We passed that movie, but that would probably be a good movie.
How about I Pet Goat?
Yeah, you should watch that. Next time you're tripping, you should watch I Pet Goat.
What's that?
It's such a good. It's like an animation.
Oh wait, I feel like I've seen that. Is it like animation but not at the same time?
Yeah, it's like it looks like clay kind of, and then
it's all trippy.
But there's like so much like subliminal stuff in there. Then it's a really like super artsy film. Yeah, super good.
Yeah, there's like some honestly sick music videos out nowadays. Like I still have mine. Okay. Like we watched Bryson Tiller's new music video for Nowhere to Run. Have you heard that song?
No, I don't think so.
But like the music video is just so dope and like visually appealing. Like but like so artistically done, and like with the music, like it just makes you feel some type of way. It's pretty dope.
I feel like that's kind of what's played into these days, though. Like,
you
know, people know you're like the emotional triggers, and they kind of chase them now.
Well, that's the thing. It's now we have it down to a science, right? Yeah. Like people can sell you anything. Like, dude, you know, there's stupid people that are famous, right? For just,
but there's
Oh, that kid on YouTube, man, that makes $2 million a year in YouTube revenue, just reviewing toys.
Yeah, there's different niches for different things.
Like, Jesus, man,
that's pretty crazy.
But how do we get just a little slice of that?
Well, I mean, that's what we're trying to do, right? Yep. You know, same with Nicole, or that's what she's trying to do too, right? But it's just it's a matter of getting out there, like doing the collaboration here today, you know, and just getting your name out there. And
then
now it's a marathon. It's not.
Now we have to do a challenge with Nicole.
Yeah, what kind of challenge?
I was gonna do a spicy challenge, but clearly I done fucked up.
Yeah, I feel like you need to double that.
God damn it, Nini, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
But you know what? This guy didn't eat any.
But it's really good.
This guy didn't eat any, right, Nicole? He hasn't eaten any yet, right? So it's his turn to do the challenge, correct?
I don't have a challenge. I don't have a challenge.
And you can't break a sweat. You can't even breathe hard. Otherwise, Nicole's gonna make you look like a little bitch.
Please, man, please.
All right, let's do. See?
Yeah. Am I supposed to have this rice with anything?
Yeah, you can whatever you want.
What do I put it with?
The papaya salad.
Papaya salad. You can dip it. You can just dip it in the soup too. Yeah. We got some food from Sukhothai. Best Thai food in the city.
I know the owners.
So
this is a 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, are we both eating the same one?
Yeah. Just put a little bit on here. You could use your fork. It's okay. Okay, that's good. Oh, it's good. Filipino good. No, you take some more. You eat. Take some more. You take some more, Victor. It's okay. Where's Les? I want Les to do this.
Can he handle it?
No, he's white, dude.
Les, you're getting called out here, bro. By
Nicole.
And Nicole.
Which Nicole?
They're saying you're a little bitch. They said you're a little bitch. You can't eat this papaya salad.
I'm not eating that salad. Not a chance. How is it? Is it hot or what? Vic, what do you think? Come on, talk with your mouth full.
He needs some milk.
It's so good. It's so good.
He needs milk. He needs some milk.
That was good.
What did I miss there? Were you guys still talking about the shooting?
We just talk shit about you the whole time.
Oh, perfect. Let's say, how about that fucking Jussie Smollett thing? You hear he fucking got off?
Yeah, he got
what?
16 felony counts. He was getting charged, and then they dropped all the charges so long as he pays. He forfeit his bond, 10 grand, and he does some community service.
No, he has to also pay back the hours put in by the police.
Well, that's not in the mayor just billed him $125,000.
Did you hear about the Jussie Smollett thing?
Nope.
Jussie Smollett, where he did his own staged event for getting beat up by a whole bunch of MAGA hat people, the Making America Great, and ended up turning to be false. It was just set up by him.
What the fuck?
He set it up by himself.
He's an actor. He's an actor on Empire. You ever watch that show Empire?
So he set up this thing and was it on YouTube?
No. He set it up where he paid these two guys to beat him up, and then he was saying that it was racist.
Oh, they actually beat him up.
Yeah.
No, they just they
roughed him up.
They roughed him up to make it look like they beat him up, but he paid them to beat him up.
Fuck?
Yeah, really fucked up.
Yeah, but then he got caught.
And it was actually two black guys.
He didn't record it either.
Two black guys that staged it.
Yeah, he was saying it's two white guys, and then they were saying racist, homophobic stuff to him, and they put a noose around his neck, and
what kind of words did they use?
Well, only Jussie Smollett knows.
Good save, man. Good save. Solid one, man.
And he probably said, they always said, "Okay, is this right? Is this good? How about this? Pretend I'm hitting you." They're probably just whispering in his ear, "Hey, fall now, fall now."
No, what the twist?
It's a WWE, dude.
No, but the twist is that his whole family is in the entertainment business, so they're pretty well connected. What happened was,
salad.
Michelle Obama's head of chief of staff emailed the prosecutor, said, "Hey, can you just drop the charges?" And they did.
That's totally messed up. Though,
the chief of police and the mayor, they did a press conference, right? Yeah. And they were just pissed. They're like, we have all the evidence. This guy's guilty, and this is a whitewash of justice, and blah blah blah. Yeah,
it's absolutely crazy. Like how someone can get off of 16 counts of like, and it's blatant. He paid
crazy.
the guys with his own personal check
What?
to these guys' name, and they found the check. The guys didn't cash it, and he still got off the thing. But yeah, I know. So I was just like blown away how they dropped the charges. But the new thing is basically the city did bill him, and he refuses to pay it. Like he's refusing to pay it, and supposedly somehow that can relink him back into being guilty again or something. They're saying. But
well, I mean, if you're not guilty, why? He's he got the charges dropped, and they say he's not guilty. If you're not guilty, why are you paying why are you paying money and doing community service? Right? If you're not guilty, because he went and he did a press conference and said that he wasn't
jail,
guilty.
Though.
He's not.
Well, there's actually a twist to this, is because they've actually found the email of Michelle Obama's sending it to the prosecutor, and the prosecutor is she's gonna get fired.
What?
That's
yeah,
crazy.
and then
that's a big twist.
And then
I mean, didn't they learn anything from Hillary?
Yeah, well,
Right.
it's the same administration.
yeah,
True,
so
true.
they got the email, and now
Update on the salad. It's not really like it's not killing me, but I gotta go blow my nose, man.
Is it that hot? Maybe I should try
It's
it.
not bad. Here, try it.
try it, bro.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Oh,
Let me try this.
Okay.
Pass me a fork.
And that's it. Pin it for less.
No, I'll have a fork, please.
I'm just
Pass me a
silent
fork.
over here.
Must be good. That was supposed to be like the hot challenge. Like we were giving her this'll get her. She's just sitting there. Oh, this is great.
It's really good.
But no, Donald Trump is gonna get the FBI to take over the case.
Cheers, man. Oh, really?
Yeah, the FBI is gonna take over. Now it's gonna be a federal investigation.
No, so you're saying this is not done then?
No. He's gonna pay one way or another. I mean, his career is over. Right?
Go?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Who's gonna hire him now?
Oh.
He's
Oh,
like
fuck.
hated.
It's
He's
fucking
super
hard.
hated.
It is
You
hot
know?
as fuck, you guys. That's crazy.
Oh, that was quick. You hit him like right away.
Oh, I like spicy stuff too, to be honest. But that's kind of screwed me over. But I'm gonna have one more bite.
Yeah, have another way.
You want me to feed you?
No.
Want to
Really
like helicopter a plate? Yeah, good salad though.
So good.
It's my favorite. It's one of my favorites.
Oh man, that is spicy. You didn't find that hot?
It's spicy, but like I enjoy it.
Wow.
Do you eat lots of spicy food on the regular?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I feel like I can't eat anything without hot sauce.
You know what? I'm never satisfied unless there's spice in it.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
need something
Yeah.
spicy.
I'll put chili peppers in my Big Mac.
Really?
Yeah, because I
like
need it to be
jalapenos.
spicy.
Yeah, jalapenos.
That's hot.
Yeah, jalapenos are good too.
So I have a question to you, Nicole. So I was thinking about this. So when you guys do your channel, the Chow Down Station, when you do a review on a restaurant, have you ever been to a restaurant where it was not good, and you're like, because the owner's behind you, they're like, "Yeah, this is great," you know, because it's like it's pretty hard.
Well, yeah, it is kind of hard. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've actually run into that yet. Like usually, I'm pretty happy with the places we've been to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I feel like there's always room for improvement for some places, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I don't think we would necessarily put anyone on blast unless
That's-
it was,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
unless
of
it was
course.
like really bad, right? Like,
Of course, yeah.
you know.
And you're going to restaurants that you kind of review and look at before they kind of like too, so it's not going to be.
And I feel like I'm an easy foodie because I just like any food, to be honest. Like,
Okay, so
I'm
that's
not
good.
hard to please with it. But my friend Chana actually, she is like an extreme foodie, so she's very nitpicky.
Oh,
So
okay.
we were actually planning on doing an episode where she and I like rate a restaurant or like do something, and she obviously has a more refined taste or
Yeah.
whatever. So it'd be interesting. She's like the Simon Cowell of food.
Oh, that's strict them. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
when I was watching, I was like, I wonder like if like what's gonna happen when you come across that restaurant and you take that bite and you're like, this is.
I mean,
good."
I think if something was really bad, like if like I bit into a burger and like it just tasted, not great, I'm sure I'd be like, like I'm not sure about it, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that makes sense.
I wouldn't be like, this tastes like shit.
this is
like,
shit. Take this food back.
Because you don't want to be negative. You don't want to spread negativity, right? Like
Yeah,
you just be like, because I watch a lot of food bloggers, and if they don't, I could tell they don't like it, because they'll be like, it's not my taste.
Yeah.
It's not my.
Yeah.
It's too sweet for my liking, or
Sorry,
Yeah.
just one sec. Les, how was the salad?
It's really hot, dude. Like, that was really hot. I wasn't expecting it to be that spicy.
No?
It hit me like right away. And I don't mind spicy food.
Hey, sorry for interrupting, guys.
That's okay.
I needed to know this.
And there's times where I'll watch, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I'm here having tea here," and then they'll take a sip, and then totally skip and do something else, right? And then me and the wife were like, "Nope, he didn't like that. He didn't like that tea," right? Because normally they would say, "Ooh,
that hard cut."
Just cut straight to something.
Takes a sip of the tea and cut.
Yeah, we have a couple projects lined up as well. Like I feel I like to collab with different people too. That's what I found, because like Rayanne's not always available, and like I don't know, doing videos on my own is kind of like meh. Like I like doing them every once in a while, but I like bouncing off people.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, me and my friend Hannah have this project coming up that I pitched to her.
Okay.
And should I say?
Yeah, say it. What is it? Let's hear it.
Okay, so my idea was I wanted to.
I just thought, bro, we're gonna do this next.
No, dude, hold on.
You're gonna steal your idea.
I wanted to do like an interview with a homeless person or something, but like going obviously to, I don't know, asylum mission and talking to someone and getting someone who's like stories worth sharing.
That's a
and whatnot.
good idea.
And like bringing them somewhere to eat, like more low key, but like almost like talking to them on a human level, which would be cool. Because like I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to that area, and like that's a huge problem in Winnipeg.
Yeah, it is. It's getting worse.
All opinions and words said in this podcast are copyrighted to Thinking Out Loud Pixel.
Stole.
Yeah, can you not?
I'm just joking. Sorry.
That's
really
Disclaimer. Just joking.
just kidding. That's actually a really good idea. I think that's
and then
something I'd watch.
Hannah actually pitched something else too, but that will be a surprise.
Be a surprise one.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do like a segment of it.
That's
Different.
But
Yeah, it'll be cool.
At the same time, though, you need either a taser gun or something just in case, because you never know.
Bodyguard, something like that.
I
That's really neat.
Yeah.
Do you guys? So when you guys shoot your video, or your girls? Sorry, politically correct. When you girls shoot,
it's people.
It's humans.
It's people.
Oh, sorry, humans.
People, humans. Yeah.
When you
Come
guys
on,
shoot the videos, so
guy's
you
so
obviously
sexist.
you.
I know,
edit-
man. It's just because it's just because they're competing for
talk anymore.
your men, dude. Like, come on, man.
It's hard.
Sorry, carry on.
No, not that way. I mean, like, it's political correctness is ruining everything. It's hard to talk. But so who does the editing and everything of your stuff?
Right now it's just me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's really well put together.
Thanks.
Looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, I just do it all on my phone.
Really? Yeah.
So,
on the phone, everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at we're like.
So I was watching one of the.
What happened there?
I don't know. Did you somebody Skyping?
Yeah.
Your wife?
Yeah. What's going on?
Told us not to even bother coming home. I'm just kidding. Nicole, I'm just joking if that's you. That wasn't an impression of you whatsoever. I don't know.
On the phone, she was saying that she does it all on her phone, the editing and everything.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was watching one of the chow downs, and I'm like, what kind of camera is she using? Like, I wonder what kind of equipment she has.
That's what I thought. Someone was following you around with like a camcorder.
And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, is she using her phone?
Yep.
I'm like, the picture quality is pretty fucking good, man.
I know. I was actually kind of shocked because I put it on my TV even. I was like, like it's yeah. I was
well, most
quite
of the
Seems
impressed.
good. And actually, after I watched it, I was like, I texted these guys. I said, we got to get our shit together. This goes
Buy iPhone,
Yeah,
Apple,
Hey.
Apple gang.
we have them. Yeah, we have them. We don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm just kidding.
Wait, what do you guys use, Apple or Android?
I'm Apple.
I'm usually Android, but I'm Apple.
Oh, thank God. I would.
That's it. That's over.
Don't
No.
lose my number.
I've tried to switch over. I just because I've always had Apple, I can't go back now. Like it's just what I know, right?
Yeah.
No, so I was Apple, like Team Apple, for a long time, and then I broke my screen for like the 4th or 5th time. I'm like, fuck it, I can't do this anymore. So then I got it on an Android for like half the cost of a new screen.
Yeah.
So then I was like, holy shit, like you can do so much more with this phone.
Can you actually do more on Android?
You can, right?
Because we're not, we're not proprietary to one evil corporation.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
Whatever. I just feel like Apple's reliable, and it's just I feel like once you use it and you have the ecosystem, it just goes together so like
so easy.
It's just so
it integrates
simple. Yeah.
One of the things that I've since broken my Android phone, and now I am rocking a pink Apple 5.
Yeah, I saw that. You're slowly coming out of the closet.
No,
It's
man,
good.
No, it takes a real man to fucking have a pink phone.
Yeah, it sure does, buddy.
What
Keep
color is
going
your
with
phone?
it. Not pink.
Is it black?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like your men.
Whatever. Don't judge.
I'm not. I'm just saying. Nicole.
But, yeah, I don't know. I just found with Android, I was like on my phone double the time, like customizing my screen and everything.
I do
so it allows you to
I
do
do
more
that.
like stuff to your phone.
You can do more stuff. You can obviously customize it, and I don't know. I just feel like
so after smashing this Android and getting this iPhone back, it's slowly turning me back over to Team iPhone because I'm like, oh fuck, iMessage is awesome, right? Because I can tell when these guys write their messages.
I love iMessage.
And so I was like, God damn it! I'm like, am I slowly converting back over to Apple? I'm like, shit.
Yep, and AirPods.
Oh no, we're not that.
What the hell's an AirPod?
AirPods, like the wireless earbuds. They're so good at the gym.
Like the
honestly,
wireless ones. So I didn't know they're called AirPods.
Well, I'm not.
They're called AirPods.
They're called AirPods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So those are handy.
Really?
And the Apple Watch. I'm just like swimming in Apple products. I'm
Team
a MacBook.
Apple.
I'm a MacBook away, honestly.
Just walking Apple.
I was gonna say.
Can App sponsor me, Apple?
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, they'll send you a shirt.
Wear this.
Wear this. That's it. No, so yeah, I'm slowly converting back to Team Apple, man. I'm like, fuck. And you're right. Everything is seamless. Like when the software integrates, like with itself, it's a lot better for Apple.
Yeah.
Android's got too many options, so like they can't all jive.
Yeah.
Apple only has like Apple stuff.
And it's easier to hack into Android.
Is it?
True.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's like PC, right? Like I feel like Macs, like you rarely get viruses, if ever.
That's
I think.
true. Yeah.
So.
Although my MacBook is like filled with them. It's
really?
like packed. Like, every time I open it up, it's just like all these.
Then I don't know what you're doing on there.
Oh yeah. We'll just leave it at that. No. Yeah, no. So I don't know. I've always been an Apple guy. It's pretty convenient, and all my stuff, like the house, is like I got it all in Wi-Fi, like all my like heat and everything. So it only links to the Apple stuff. My stuff with Android can't even use it.
Yeah.
Was someone messaging there or what?
Yeah.
We both had to read it like 3 times just to cover it.
What is it? What are the comments?
No, they're just saying, is there chat integration? Like if people put stuff in the chat, do we acknowledge it? Do we talk about it? Do we respond? Or should it be more considered as like a podcast where we just talk and we have our own stuff?
I don't know.
We love interaction.
Yeah, it's completely interactive, man. Completely. So if you have any questions or, whoa, settle down over there. Why are you so mad?
I'm not.
We're just really high, so
yeah.
we're pretty blasted. So
so
we
no,
might not catch on quick, but we will acknowledge you.
Yeah, no, absolutely, it's fully interactive, man. You can ask questions. You have subjects, whatever you need, man. Just let us know. As long as they're not rude towards Nicole, then I'm coming to find you.
Find you, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know what else happened this week. Anything else?
We had a guy at the bar on Friday walking around in a mega hat.
You had a guy at the bar?
I said we. I said we. So come on, man. Not today, Satan. You're not gonna catch me with that shit.
He had a mega hat, really?
He had a mega hat on. Yeah. He was just trolling though. Like he was a short dude. And he's probably like.
Her hat. She's like, "Am I wearing my mega hat?"
He was like I don't know, fucking 4 feet tall. Like he was a short dude, man. He's walking around this red mega hat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, poor guy got.
I love trolling people. I have a mega hat too.
Dude, poor dude got slapped 3 times, man. We had to kick out 3 guys because fucking people were smacking him
because of the mega hat.
Because of the hat, man. Yeah.
See, that's so wrong, man.
Yeah.
You can't wear an article of clothing without getting harassed. That's
well, it's a pretty controversial kind of symbol, and I feel like a lot of people are angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people happy too, though.
Happy, yeah, but a lot of people are also angry.
Yeah, true.
And like that's like a symbol of like Trump right there. So like,
that's what it is. Yeah.
But so my rebuttal is: at what point though can one side wear whatever they want freely and the other side gets attacked?
What do you mean in what aspect?
Freedom of speech should just be that.
Well, I mean,
right?
it's like
people get their opinions hurt.
For example, when Obama was president. Nobody gave a shit if people were wearing Obama. Like, even if you didn't like Obama and you're wearing a T-shirt of his, nobody cared, right? Yeah. But you walk around wearing a Trump shirt, you're going to get harassed. Somebody's going to fucking call you out. Somebody's going to, like, approach you, and it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's a sensitive topic because of all the hype built up on it. Like, I like Trump. I don't think he's doing anything wrong. I think he gets I think everyone misreads it.
That's the funny thing is they
4:20 a.m. Dude, where are you at, man? Jesus.
No, but the funny thing is that they just finished the Mueller investigation. You guys know that?
Yeah.
They didn't find any evidence of him colluding with Russia or being a Russian spy.
Yeah.
right?
Thank you.
And then the lady at CNN, she was like telling the story, and she was like almost crying because that he didn't get busted, that there was no, like, you think you'd be happy that your president isn't committing treason. You know what I mean? She was like so hoping that he was guilty.
It's just I don't know. No comment. Because I'm like, at the same time though, like, can you investigate any president with like
oh no. This investigation, the amount of things that they did, they had a team of 50 FBI guys. They interviewed over like 400 people. They had like they executed like 200 warrants. Like just an insane amount of like they really dug. They did it for 2 years. They've been trying to investigate for 2 years.
America is so just fucked up.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's because they only have those two. They can only elect from two parties, which is ridiculous.
It's just insane, and like something clearly needs to change. I just feel like it's just not a great system. It
makes people pick sides, and like it just
divides everyone.
That's right.
Literally what it is.
Isn't that what politics is?
Well, no, the politics is
divide and conquer.
It's a popularity contest. You know, you don't vote for who's what's the word, like, capable of doing the job, right? Mm-hmm. You vote for the guy that's the most popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, that's why Trump won, right?
That is why he won. Well, he won because the only reason Trump won is because people didn't want Hillary to be the president.
Yeah, they didn't vote for Trump. They just voted not against for Hillary.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's kind of a
touchy subject. Should we even go down there?
Do whatever we want.
We can if you wish, but American politics, man, is I don't know. Just the democratic system is outdated, man. We don't need it anymore. It's an old.
Well, that's the thing, is that a president can only stay in 2 terms, and each term is what, 3 years, right?
2 years.
2 years, 3 years.
4 years.
4 years. Okay, but the thing is, Congress, they don't have that. All the people in power,
they sit there.
They don't have a time limit of being in Congress. Yeah. So it doesn't matter who's president. They can't make a decision. The Congress is the one that votes. Yeah. Right.
They're the ones that approve.
So that's what needs to change.
That's what happens if the president follows the rules, right? So what happened with a lot of other presidents is they just do executive decisions to say this is going to be the law.
Just they sign it. This is a really uncomfortable chair.
No, he said. In hindsight, would you rather have Hillary? No, hell no.
I just feel like there needs to be like a more balanced, like, you know, system of people working together instead of just like one. I feel like there's like one main.
I agree with that. It's kind of crazy.
Like race and sex. Like there needs to be like more women / half men. Like it needs to be more of a balance of people working together. I feel.
I think there is already. I mean.
Well, like one president for 3, like president or even prime minister.
It's just hectic.
Whatever.
I feel like America's hectic.
Yeah, 350 million people and one guy makes decisions is kind of like old school, right?
But
like you should have more of a collective thing or something.
Well, that's the problem is you can't.
I don't know.
It's divided. You can't have a collective because everybody
it's hard
is, you know, you can't please everybody. So somebody has to be like, no, this is what we're doing. You know, we'll build a fucking wall. Yeah. Right. You know.
Do you need another beer? You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I probably got to dip soon.
Okay. Yeah. No worries, man.
What time do you got to go at, Nicole?
Like soon.
You got to work tomorrow?
Like 10 minutes.
I just have somewhere to be.
Oh,
yeah, that's all good.
No worries. She did. For the record, she did give me a time limit, and I'm like, well, you know, we started a little. We started at.
It's all good. There could be part 2.
Yeah.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I also know someone else who would actually be really good on your show. He's really good at going across facts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah,
he's dope.
Yeah,
we'll definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I was gonna say, I think we found our 4th mic. So Nicole, next week.
Yeah. We'll have a part 2.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
We appreciate you joining in. Like it was really nice of you to come down and chat with us.
Destroyed the challenge. Destroyed the challenge.
Next time I'll be a little bit more prepared for this spicy fucking challenge. Shit.
Yeah, maybe we'll do I don't know, extract or something. We'll put some.
Oh yeah.
Get some ghost peppers. Get some Carolina Reapers up in this bitch.
You know the one Pocky one chip challenge.
Yeah.
The what?
You remember I mentioned that, and they're
Pocky
like, "Fuck, they're sold out."
Yeah, they're sold out, and it looks scary. Like if anyone's seen the YouTube videos, it looks pretty intense. Like there's this one guy, he was like sweating profusely. Like
jeez.
The one guy that thought he was gonna die.
What is it?
It's a one chip.
Carolina Reaper.
Let Nicole explain.
Yeah, it's like a Carolina Reaper flavored chip, so it looks like a Pringle, I guess, and it's one chip, and you just eat the whole thing, and then it gets really, really hot. Like I guess it just climbs and it keeps climbing from what I've seen.
Nah.
Like-
Vic, you're doing that one.
Like
Not
it
a
takes
chance.
forever to get to the pinnacle of the spiciness, and then like, ugh, it just looks pretty brutal.
Is that going to be on your next show?
I don't know. We were thinking like she wanted to do the balut challenge,
Oh, yeah.
which is like the 100-year-old Filipino egg. So yeah, we'll see about that.
Balut is delicious.
If I feel like what?
Balut is
I've had it lots, actually.
Yeah, I've never had it. I've seen what it looks like, and yeah.
You just can't look at it.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a common theme of me like puking in my videos or something.
Well,
When we do the challenges, or just like I feel like it's
oh, I didn't see that when I was watching them.
the chubby bunny one, the cinnamon challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Like not puking, but like just gagging.
Yeah.
Getting to that point.
Yeah.
What was the hardest challenge for you?
The spicy noodles challenge was pretty difficult.
It was like those
But,
ramen
like,
noodles, like the
2 times
Yeah,
spicy
yeah.
ramen noodles. Like I kind of want to do a part 2, maybe just like me, and then I'm gonna try to finish like 3 of them, because I was watching this one girl on YouTube, and she literally I think did 3 of them, and she ate it so fast, and I was like in shock.
Those are the ones we used to eat for lunch, remember?
yeah.
Me and Ollie would take them for lunch.
Yeah.
Like she went savage on it, and I was like, how is that possible? Like
That's crazy.
I had 2 of those, and I didn't find it spicy, but it made me sweat a lot. I was
Yeah.
like sweating. I didn't find it
Yeah.
hot at all, but it was like
yeah. Well, because I think that was
dripping
the
sweat.
first. That was the first time I actually ate those, so maybe my taste buds are more tuned into it now. So
Stronger. Like
Yeah.
built them up.
pretty much, that's what you got to do with spice, I think.
Yeah, I believe that for
No,
sure, because
absolutely. You
that
build
was
tolerance.
that burnt my shit out of my mouth.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, should we? Do you have to take off right now?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head out.
all right.
Okay.
Well, everybody, you should tune in. Do you
We're
want
gonna
to
put a
do
link
one more last?
for, YouTube?
Yeah. So my
Yeah.
Instagram is chowdown204,
I'll do it,
and then you could just look up chowdown on YouTube as well. And then my personal page, which has all the links to my other Instagrams, is Nicole V, which is spelled NICOLE VIEE.
Perfect.
There
It's
you
awesome.
go.
It's awesome. Well,
So,
thanks for
yeah.
joining. Do you want to do a pause and then go back on, or what do you guys want to do?
You want to take a 5?
Do you take a 5-minute break and then do half an hour? Or what do you guys want to do?
What do you mean to take a break or?
Well, I don't know.
Well,
What do you
why?
just sign off?
Anyways,
Bye.
man, Nicole's going to take off. So, once again, follow,
Bye.
like, subscribe, do your thing, guys. She was pretty awesome on the podcast.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you very much for coming.
Sweet.
It was good.
Yeah, no problem.
But
It was really
I
good.
knew me not being able to shut the fuck up would pay off. You know?
That's what we want.
It's
Yeah.
all good.
yeah.
We need that.
That was always
Yeah.
my problem. I just could not stop talking.
That's perfect.
Ever.
That's what it is. That's what we need.
All right, bye.
Okay, see you guys.
See you.
Girl, see you, girl, not guy. See you guys.
See you person.
See you
By
person.
the way, see you person.
See you, person. Yeah, it's good.
You gonna eat some more? Oh.
No, I'm not eating more of this. I'm just moving so it doesn't spill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes live and then it records automatically. Are you part of the photo?
And now, is that Netherlands? Is that where you're from? The Netherlands? Oh yeah, there we go. Netherlands.
Who's on there? Some guy from the
Some
Netherlands?
beautiful. Yeah, he's watching from the. That looks like a beautiful country. A lot of hot women. Hey, in the Netherlands.
Never been to the Netherlands, actually. I'd like to go there. I've never. I've done a lot of traveling in Europe. Never been there though. It's one of the places I would like to go to.
Netherlands. Is that? I'm not very good with.
Okay, bye, guys.
See you later.
The soup? That's okay.
I think that's like more like in the, I believe it's Northern Europe, right?
Yeah. Is it like it's a bunch of countries?
Yeah, I think it's
or-
like Amsterdam area and all that up there. Is that right?
Amsterdam, right?
Dick, you're in the camera.
Scandinavia.
Yeah, I believe not Scandinavia.
I don't
Not
know.
Scandinavia.
I'm not very good with gold.
See you later, Nicole.
Amsterdam is our cap. Is their capital? Oh, okay. Also, Germany. Isn't Amsterdam Germany?
No,
No?
Amsterdam is just a country by itself.
Oh.
Amsterdam's a city in the Netherlands.
Oh, okay.
Amsterdam's were like where was one of the first places that they legalized everything, like all
I thought it was
drugs.
Germany. Is that not Germany?
No,
In Amsterdam? Oh.
no,
Fuck,
no.
I'm stupid.
Germany. we're from
I don't know,
Winnipeg, Canada.
Nice, nice.
What do you say? Read it out because I can't see it.
No, Germany. Everything is still illegal. Oh yeah. Why did I always think Amsterdam was in Germany? Like what?
No, it's close by. I think it's like by train. It's like 6 hours or something. Correct me if I'm not mistaken.
Everything's is still illegal, but prostitution is not, right? In Germany, or is it? No, is it Amsterdam?
Amsterdam, everything. Well, I don't.
It's a red light district, right?
Yeah, they have. I think
that's a touristy place.
They used to be the only place, but now Portugal changed their laws too. Everything's legal there too now.
So Mr. Stacka says straight porn has a dude in it, meaning you're getting off while watching a dude. There, that's 50%. You still use it. How about chaps? They're dudes, and it's with a girl. Then again, that's 50% gay.
People that are tuning on at YouTube, we're just going on the Twitch. We got people asking us questions on Twitch. So if you have any questions on YouTube, feel free to chime in.
2 hours by train. That's not bad.
Oh, it's 2 hours only. That's great.
From the Amsterdam to Germany, it's 2 hours.
That's one thing good about Europe. Hey, like everything's so close.
Have you ever been to Europe?
Yeah, I've been to Germany, Finland, Estonia, Sweden.
Oh, the world traveler over here.
Yeah, buddy. Spain, Portugal.
Just for like vacation?
Part was traveling when I was teaching English in China. Doing all that.
Okay,
I was doing around all that sort of space. But then just recently I went to Spain and Portugal with my wife. It's good. Beautiful.
What's your favorite European place that you went to?
That I've been to? I would have to say they were all very different, but Portugal was beautiful. Spain was also nice. Spain, we had the best time in Spain, I found. But I don't know if it was just atmosphere and who we met and things like that. They all have their own things they bring to the table. It's hard.
How's the food there?
Different. It's bizarre because they serve. It's not like here we have a lot of, well, my history is we have a lot of meat, potatoes, steak, and things like that. They serve there. It's all small portion food, kind of like a la carte. You know, you have to pick this, pick that. And for us, with our Canadian dollars, it's expensive. Expensive as hell, actually. Like a meal would be like $80 for just going out for just a regular dinner.
Yeah, our money is like shit there, hey?
Yeah, it's not very good. Like it's like going to the States right now. But yeah. Yeah, no.
Typical Dutch food isn't served in restaurant over here. Yeah, but most typical like cultured food is not served, right?
Like in Canada?
Well, and like in general, like they always like because they have to make it appeal to the masses, right?
Yeah,
you know
it's like Chinese food kind of thing.
Yeah, it's even like Thai food. Like my family owns a Thai food, but they have to like omit certain ingredients because it would be too much for
for like
the Western palate, right?
That makes sense. Yeah, but that's the thing too. Is when I was living in China and I was eating the food there, and then you come back here, everything's deep fried and like a lot of deep fried food for Chinese. Like
they do have a lot of deep fried stuff
here. Yeah, but there it's nothing. Everything's fresh. Like they don't have like the food. You compare food from here to there is like completely different for Chinese food. It's not even close. Completely different.
I know it's hard to say if I've ever had like authentic Chinese food in here.
There's some places that do authentic stuff. If you go like around the university,
I mean, there's like dogs and cats all over the place, man.
Sort of back home.
Like Chinatown, yeah.
Chinatown. No, not Chinatown. By the university.
Oh, okay.
There's more authentic places by the university, like U of M.
You guys make fun of me for being racist. The first thing this guy says is Chinatown.
Chinatown. Well, that's the place.
What that is? That's a
area a real thing. How is
area in our town, area in our city.
No, I know exactly, but like, why do you assume that every Chinese food store should be in Chinatown? Man? Come on.
Well, because that's where the most of the Chinese people are. So that's where you're gonna get a majority of the.
Put on your mega hat.
Yeah, mega hat. Yeah, no, it's actually that's a good point though. There's weird things that that doesn't happen everywhere here. Like where we in like for example Canada, we always have those like areas in our cities. You know, we have like Chinatown. We have
the zones of segregation.
Yeah, we have that. It's really bizarre how everyone goes to their own areas. Like I never noticed that. I guess when I was in the States, they do that in the States too. They have their own areas. Like they have Chinatown too there. But when I was in other countries, they didn't really have that. Like we have like a Chinatown area and like more a German area or another area. They didn't really have that.
Where?
Like you know, like in Europe or
yeah. Well, because I mean it's mostly Europeans, right?
Well, they don't have like a Canadian area.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
The U.S. usually makes one.
Yeah. Boom.
But only if there's a will.
Well, that's because most people when they migrate somewhere, they always want. It's like relatives, right? And so they always migrate into the same area.
That's right. Yeah.
And everybody like lives in the same area, right? Like you look at L.A. They've got Chinatown, Koreatown.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
In Vietnam town.
Mexican jumping over a wall.
Town.
Call that border town.
Yeah. How was that jump, by the way?
Pole vaulting is apparently something.
Is that what you recommend?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's Mexican.
For the next like 4 or 5 Olympics, man, the Mexicans are gonna excel at pole vaulting.
It's just also huge records. Pew!
Holy man, this guy's like 20 feet.
20 meters. Yeah.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
I know.
Thanks for the correction.
I had to correct you because people are like 20 feet.
No,
That's what they jump already, bro.
I know. You're right. I know.
Yeah.
That's why I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, yeah, no. Any other topics you guys want to talk about? Oh, I got a good one. So my couch came in.
Okay.
Remember we were talking about my couch, how small it is and things like that? Yeah. So we bought a couch, ever, and
Les's couch is pretty small. We tried to cuddle on it one time.
Yeah, we were trying to sleep on the couch.
There's no way. There's no way.
Hard to spoon.
Yeah.
So it comes. It's.
They just gonna do missionary.
No,
missionary.
We ended up having to 69, man.
Yeah. Feet stink.
Who might? Most of the time.
So yeah, no, we get the couch in. So they load in one piece of the couch, another piece comes in. And now it's already taking up like almost the whole living room. Yeah. And they still have like 3 or 4 more pieces. Our couch, seriously, you know where my living room area is? Yeah. Is like seriously all couch now. Like right around. It's like a huge ass couch. Like when I lay on it, I look like I'm only like 4 feet tall because the couch is so long. Like I have 2 pillows for like further than my feet are. Like it's massive. So now there's no more bitching about the date night stuff if we can sleep on the same couch, not with my wife. Nice. She's like, yeah, right on. We can sleep like 10 people on the couch.
Sweet, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Have a party on the couch. Podcast. Next podcast will be on the couch.
Live from Les's couch.
Live from the couch. Yeah, I know. So that came in. That was interesting. We almost sent it back because it was too big.
Yeah.
It's like, it's gigantic. The sales guy knew too. He's like, don't worry, it'll be good. When you get in your house, it'll be perfect. As soon as you get in the house, they set it all up. It's like, now you don't want to like take everything all down and send it back. It's almost too much of a pain in the ass. You're like, yeah, it's good.
This goes back to that conversation we had about how much clothing you have in your closet that just didn't fit and you're just too lazy to return. The same thing is like, I'm gonna keep this couch. Not because it's inconvenient as fuck, but you know, to return it would be kind of
more inconvenience. Yeah. Returning is more inconvenience. Yeah. Anything going on there? I can't see it from where I am.
Okay, see here. Sorry, guys. Amsterdam and Rotterdam, 2 biggest cities, have an Asia town, Middle Eastern town, and a Polish town.
Oh, really?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So I guess it is. I guess it does happen everywhere.
So Asia town?
Yeah.
I mean, then there's a Middle Eastern town. I bet you it's the bomb.
Zing. Zing. Yeah, no, it's that's interesting. That's weird how that happens. I guess it's everywhere, right? Everywhere along.
Yeah. Well, most of the time when like cultures tend to they go into a city, they tend to group up, right?
Well, it's comfort.
Yeah, it's strength in numbers too, right? Like you kind of.
Do you think people are joining up like just because of strength in numbers? I think they're joining just for comfort more so than anything.
Yeah.
They're not like, oh, just in case.
Well, I don't know. I feel like it's
maybe back in the day it was like that.
Mostly Turkish and Moroccans. Oh shit, I have a bunch of Moroccan friends.
Yeah, he was actually supposed to be on the podcast last.
Yeah, I know.
Last week.
He had a night like I did last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and
that happens.
He slept in.
Yeah. Podcast at 8:30 at night here.
I know.
Slept in. That guy doesn't though.
I mean, it's 4:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Or in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we've accomplished something when you have like an international person watching you.
Yep.
Right.
We did it.
Like,
we did it. Thanks, buddy.
So we can. This will be the last podcast.
Yeah.
Now
We're celebrating. Yeah, no. We got an international viewer.
Yeah. No. Absolutely, man.
Mm-hmm.
Foreign town.
What? What? What does that mean?
Essentially, it's like all the areas, like they all kind of mash together, and it's called foreign town.
Really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Next thing you know, they're gonna be building a wall around foreign town.
Foreign town. That's
just as long as there's no Mexicans, because we went over the pole vaulting earlier.
Yeah, no, they jump over those things. No. So yeah, no, I don't know. Any topics for Amsterdam? What's going on in Amsterdam? What's going on, people? Say something so we can go on a topic or see what's going on. What happened? You talked about your bar story already.
Yeah, MAGA hat dude, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Other than that, what do you guys think of Nicole, man?
She's good. She's gonna do really well, I think, in her podcast and stuff. It's gonna be awesome.
I didn't want to bring up a point, and I'm sorry, Nicole, if you hear this after, but I forgot about it. I was gonna say, do you think it's easier for a girl or a woman to get more followers on
Oh
social
yeah, that
media?
would have been a great question.
Right?
Yeah, I definitely. If you're gonna ask me that question, I think what I've noticed from like watching different like accounts, things like that, I've noticed that girls seem to have it a little easier because guys will just follow them for looks or whatever, not for content.
A bunch of thirsty dudes following. Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. Like if you look at half of like Twitch, it's just like a lot of boobies.
Yeah,
you know,
yoga, lots of yoga.
Well, the thing,
a whole bunch of dudes watching yoga.
No, it was funny. It was funny because there was like a girl. She was like doing body paint on Twitch, right? Like body paint, and the guy's like, "How's that fair? That she can be like, she's pretty much naked, but she's just, it doesn't count as nudity because she's painting herself,
paint,
right?
That big layer of
so
paint.
he's like, I wonder if Twitch will ban me or if I paint my balls. So he went and he did, and they banned him. Yeah,
really?
He's like, I'm gonna paint my balls to see if I get banned
live on Twitch.
I would guess. I don't know. I would probably watch that though.
You watch the guy paint his balls?
Yeah, probably get an erection while he's doing it. Artistic nude is allowed in the Netherlands.
Yeah, I guess so. No, on Twitch. I think
on Twitch.
Yeah. But I mean, okay. So then, if I'm painting my balls, well, is that not artistic? If I'm,
I mean, do you make Zoom that big, man? No, yeah, it's a double standard for sure, though.
Well, I mean, it's what it is, right? Like, it's also like those the Snapchat where the girls are like, Snapchatting nudes, right? Like you pay a membership, or you pay them a membership or whatever, and then these guys are like reporting them to the IRS, and they were getting like audited because they.
That's yeah. I don't know. Unfortunately, I think we've been kind of put that way, right? With advertising and shit like that. Like it's always in that realm. So we're kind of indoctrinated to kind of follow females when they do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's how the sex sells, right?
Yeah. Like
sex sells.
Sports Illustrated, right?
Like I watch a lot of fishing channels on YouTube, and then there was this one where it was like the girl was like bent over and she was like reaching over. That was a thumbnail, right? Like her bent over, and it was so funny. And then like I was watching the video, and then I was reading the comments, and all the comments were like, "You knew what you were doing when you did that thumbnail, right?"
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
That ass though, it was all like
tasteful, artistic.
Yeah.
Well, if it's artistic, art is in the eye of the beholder. So
yeah,
how can
like
you
what
judge
art,
what defines artistic? So a girl can paint her chesticles, but I can't paint my testicles.
Well, that's like not in the eye of Twitch, yeah.
Well, Twitch, thank you for supporting our channel, and I'm not gonna sell out for a corporate sellout. Guys, Twitch is awesome. I don't know, man. These big corporations have to play it safe, though. They have to kind of cater to the masses, right?
Well, that's what they do, right?
Right, they
That's
have to.
the money. You notice now on YouTube, you get more advertising.
Yeah,
more often now.
They changed the way it worked for the.
Because they're trying to sell their membership, whatever, the YouTube Premium or whatever, right?
So they also changed the way the people doing content on YouTube.
Yeah.
How the monetizing works when it comes to ad sharing.
Yeah.
So most of these guys had to go in and like put like three.
To
match what they were making before per video, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes it can go as high as like 5 ads.
Yeah.
Right. So that's YouTube that did that.
I know. If I see too many yellow bars, I'm not watching your video, man. Too much advertising. Fuck that.
Yeah, please the masses. Exactly it, man. A group. Unfortunately, now on Twitter, and fortunately at the same time, because it is what it is, a double-edged sword. But if the masses demand something, they get it. right?
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier for them to group up nowadays. So
yeah, that's the thing. Like, advertising is big dollars, man. Millions and millions of dollars.
They always experiment with ads on YouTube in Belgium or the Netherlands. Small population that speaks decent English. I mean,
what is the language of the Netherlands? What languages? What do they speak? Dutch?
Yeah. Well, I just kind of said it out loud here. But yeah, I guess like YouTube, same thing, is a giant corporation, right? So they're not going to put their money where it doesn't need to be. So they're going to do a lot of testing and a lot of stuff like that, right? They have to do market testing and make sure that their advertisements go to the right people, so they make the right money properly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't waste their time anymore. So, but you can get that YouTube Premium. YouTube, are you listening? You guys can get the YouTube Premium and skip all the advertisements and shit.
Yeah, I'm not paying money for fucking YouTube. Fuck that.
Yeah. Or you can get like an
I'm trying
ad
not to pay
blocker.
money for anything. I stream movies.
Shh, don't say
If
that
I didn't
out loud,
have-
man. Don't say that out loud.
Fuck that. Like, if I didn't have to pay for Netflix, I wouldn't cancel my cable.
Yeah, we don't have cable either. We haven't had cable for like a couple years.
There's no point anymore. Like,
It's
there's
just too
nothing on
expensive,
cable.
man.
I didn't know there was an option to pay for YouTube so you don't have to get the commercials.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How much is it?
I have no idea.
I
I have no idea.
You just finished saying
It's
I don't
probably
pay
like
for
six.
shit, so
I think it's like
Yeah.
$6 to $8 or something like that per month.
Oh yeah. But I guess I kind of worth it. Maybe not really. I guess.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
you
Oh, $10.99.
$10.99.
Yeah,
That's way too much.
that's way too much. Well, even
I mean-
even Netflix is borderline way too much. It's up like, what is it, like $13 now? $12, $13 now?
So I think
They raised it. Netflix. They raised the price.
$11.99.
$11.99.
Yeah.
And Netflix is like, we don't get American Netflix, so it's like, blah. Like
Yes.
we get like half our shit is censored, and we don't get all everything that, like, the American Netflix has double the content that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what it's like overseas. Like Netflix, is it good or better? I think I don't know.
I don't know.
That's-
That's a,
Oh, it depends on the copyright laws in that.
do you guys have Netflix out in the Netherlands?
Yeah. See that. Maybe
I'm
I'll-
sure they have it. Of course they have it.
I know. I'm just bugging them.
You might-
Dude, they have like everything is quicker in Europe than it is here, so they see it way before we do.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
I always thought they get, because like when like movies are released, they always are a week later, right?
Yeah, because Hollywood's in the U.S., man.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why would they?
They're not gonna get the movies faster. We're gonna get like the technology quicker.
The technology.
and stuff,
Oh,
right. So, because you've had like a lot of these smartphones and stuff like that were there way before like North America. We're a stubborn crowd, man. We don't. It's hard to.
It's hard to change.
Yeah.
And it's like in China when I was there too. Not to keep going back to China, but the like smartphone technology was like
way ahead of
way
our-
like it was available like in 2000, like these crazy smartphones we never even seen here. We still had flip phones almost here when I was there.
Yeah.
And then but it was like no name brand stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like Apple or anything like that. Marketing. I guess the marketing's better. Pushed it.
Clanduk says, so I live in a town that's on the border with the Netherlands, part of a Dutch, part Belgian. So Facebook and Twitch act like Dutch, but YouTube and Twitter say I'm in Belgium.
Okay. You
Stop.
probably get double Netflix.
Stop hopping the fence, man.
double Netflix.
Double the Netflix.
Double Netflix.
Yeah, American Netflix is so much better than Canadian Netflix. I almost feel like paying for a VPN just to,
You can get
bypass that.
You like on your TV.
or just getting like a VPN. Yeah.
You can get routers that support VPN.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Mm.
I think there's a way to do it like just free as well. Like there's I think there's even a YouTube video that teaches you how
No,
to
you,
do
you
it.
you can, but the issue with that is like you're sharing. It's really like choppy
Oh.
because you're sharing that VPN with like how many hundreds of other people that are using
I
that
see,
same VPN, right?
I see.
So
Yeah.
So yeah. No, I use it on my phone.
Netflix?
Yeah, then I VPN it because it's way easier on your phone.
I watch a lot
it's
of
just
TV on my
changing
phone.
the IP, right?
Yeah, it changed it. Sends it through another server or some shit. I don't know the technical.
Technical terms.
The technical terms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Speaking of, you guys watch that show that Love, Hate, and Robots?
No.
Have you seen that?
No, because I'm an adult and I don't watch cartoons.
Dude, no, man. This cartoon, I was watching it with my kid. No, I was watching with my kid.
Oh, you have time to watch cartoons still, man?
Oh, dude, the animation is so good.
Yeah.
It's not for kids, man. I was like, I had to shut it off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was like so violent and like
Did you wake up Saturday
super
morning to watch
sexualized. No, it's on Netflix,
You had
motherfucker.
nightmares?
Did you have nightmares?
No.
Uh-huh.
But,
What's it about?
well, I only watched the first episode, so because I had to shut it off, right? Where I was watching it last night, but it was like really violent.
Wow.
Yeah. And like super, like there's like 2 lesbians and
What?
like, yeah,
It's like,
it's totally like an adult.
Okay, now I'm
animation.
totally going to watch this.
yeah.
Mhm.
Is it under the kids
It's
section?
like
Is
no.
that the kids?
I like
It's
that's
like a
weird.
Netflix original, but it's like the animation is amazing. It's like
No?
really,
Cool.
like,
I don't really into
The,
animation.
the,
stuff,
the
so, like,
suggestions, it's going to be there. Because you watched Garfield. All of a sudden, it's like
This one?
the
Robot
robots. One. Yeah.
You know, I can't get into animation. My wife loves all those
Yeah.
things too. I don't get into those.
Clanduck says there are more nipples in those cartoons than most HBO series.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah.
And they get like a pass because it's a cartoon, right?
And each
Yeah.
episode is made by a different director and a different animator. Okay. Yeah. So
You
each
know,
one's
like-
like a different story.
That's cool.
This dude, he's kind of. You want to move to Canada, dude, and be like the Jamie behind the scenes guy? He's pulling up.
we
this
just we
guy's
got
pulling
to
up
He's
facts.
giving us all the topics.
Yeah, this guy's pulling up facts right here.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys should watch it. It's like really good animation.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. It's on Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
No, I'll try, man. But adult.
Nah, dude. Get high, smoke a fatty and watch it, man. It's fucking
Just get scared.
crazy good. Yeah.
Scared.
Anime like cartoons now are on another level than when I tried to show my kids the Flintstones and they were like bored. They're like, "What you watch? This is what you watched back in the day, like the Flintstones and the Jetsons." Because my kids are used to like fucking Toy Story
These
and
high end graphics.
yeah,
and
man, or like
anime.
Kung Fu Panda and shit.
That's funny. Actually,
I use a Roku box,
Mhm.
and one of like the free things that lets you watch free TV. They show you commercials, but you get to watch like the movie for free. They have like My Pet Monster. I don't know if you guys remember that cartoon.
I think so.
It rings a bell, but I don't remember it.
It was one of those Saturday morning cartoons. So I remember watching it as a kid, going, "Man, this is awesome." I put them on. I'm like, I'll let Matthias watch it.
Mhm.
So I put it on, hit it. I'm like, yeah, dude, this sucks. I shut it off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, sorry.
Sorry about this.
Sorry.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny and Friends. Like, man, you remember when you had to like you're probably too young for this,
No,
but when you wake up, you had to wake up
Saturday
at 6 in the morning on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Because you only had like a 3-4 hour span of cartoons.
Back-to-back
Yeah.
cartoons. I
As soon
remember
as
that.
12
Right.
o'clock hit, you were
Roadrunner,
done.
Like
Roadrunner and the
you actually woke up at 6 in the morning on a Saturday to watch all the cartoons.
Cartoon
He-Man, Bugs Bunny.
remember the Smog? You ever watch Smoggies? Smoggies.
That
no?
sounds familiar.
No, it's like it's
Smoggies.
about these. It's like basically people that are on a ship. I guess not, but yeah, that was one. And then there was also the Care Bears.
Care Bears, Chippendales Rescue Ranger,
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget.
Oh, that was
Oh, yeah.
killer.
Oh shit! Which other ones? Darkwing Duck After School.
Yeah.
No, you remember these?
I remember that for sure.
Darkwing Duck, yeah. Kind of.
Yeah, Darkwing Duck, man.
I never really got into Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, it'd be funny if you had kids now and try to play that for them. Be like, this is.
Oh, I've
this
tried. I
is-
showed them Flintstones. I showed them,
There's no interest in.
Have you heard of the
Jetsons. They were like, this sucks.
Have you heard of the Flintstones? The hypothesis with the Jetsons.
They had a thing where they were both on the same.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a
like
crossover.
Yeah.
Wow.
But so the theory behind it is that the Jetsons and the Flintstones lived in the same timeline.
Okay.
The Flintstones worked. They were poor, so they lived on the ground, and the Jetsons were richer, so they lived up in the sky. That explains why the Flintstones had technology, like they had TV, they had like shit like that.
Yeah.
When the Jetsons were like higher, yeah.
That's
So that was the thing is that
interesting,
because these guys worked at a stone quarry, but really didn't build anything.
That's why it was like.
The hand-me-downs.
Yeah, so it was one of those things where you just
I heard this thing the other day. It's like, why did Fred Flintstone used to wear a tie to work, and he was like the brontosaurus driver, right? And he's like, just for the job you want,
not the job you have, exactly.
right? Because he wanted.
That's pretty funny.
How many of our lives? So, how much of our lives were we entertained by the likes of a screen? Better than worse, though. I mean, that was fucking dark. That escalated quickly.
What was exactly the question? I didn't hear.
Essentially, it's like we spent a lot of time, like we give up a lot of time looking at a screen.
Well, that's the thing. Like they're like, oh,
but it's distracting from
like, oh,
you're
staring at a screen. But when I was younger, when I was a kid, I watched a fuck ton of TV too, right?
I totally did too.
That's the difference between now you have this screen that you can put in your hand and stare at, right? As opposed to, and now you can like selectively pick what you want to watch, right?
Yeah, it's a good point. I wonder if like realistically, there's a big difference. I guess there would be, is how much we view our screen nowadays than when we were kids. Because I remember watching TV lots. I did definitely not as much as probably computer stuff now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but it was still a big amount of time.
Yeah, no, we didn't watch that much TV.
No,
even to this day, I really don't, man.
No, you watch your phone though, like
I mean,
TV on your phone and shit.
Not like I don't watch that much show, like that many shows and stuff. Like I really don't. I can never really get into something. Like the last show I got into was fucking X-Files.
The new one?
No, like the old one all
version?
The way through.
Oh, really?
Into the new one, yeah. But
watch that too. That's good.
I
That's
like
a lot.
X-Files,
That's
yeah.
like X-Files is what
400 seasons.
Yeah.
That's like a year of your life, bro.
To what? You know how many times I've watched those? Like the it's on Netflix, right? So I watch all the seasons. I've watched the entire thing like fucking 3 or 4 times. I always get sad towards the end. I'm like, God damn it!
Still getting mad.
Yeah,
at it?
it's over now. Yeah, but
Yeah, it's sad when a show's, you feel like you lost a bit of yourself when a show is done.
I know, pisses you off.
I'm gonna be sad. It's the last season of Game of Thrones. You watch Game of Thrones?
Nah, I haven't. Everyone keeps telling me to watch it.
No, because I'm an adult. I don't believe in wizards and dragons.
Oh my god! Well, Game of Thrones is the best thing that's ever happened on entertainment ever.
Really? Hey?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan.
I get hooked easy. That's the thing, is like I don't want to commit like a couple episodes or 3-4 episodes because I know that I'll just be hooked, and then I'll just be like passing cars on the side of the shoulder just to get home to watch.
Marathon it with the wife, man. It's awesome. That show is the best show ever.
So everyone says it's amazing. I don't know.
Like I said, if you believe in dragons and wizards, man.
Yeah.
It's like Harry Potter, but for adults.
yeah, you're gonna say that. They say, man, it's super violent. It's like there's tons of sex. There's like, it's amazing. That show's so good. It's like the writing, George R. R. Martin. It's amazing. Like so good.
In every episode, you're still ready to go to the next one, right? Like
you're
hooked, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Huh. They're good at that, and I hate that too. Because if you don't have it like on Netflix, you don't have it. And you have to actually imagine if you're watching it just regular like life, like not having it be able to record it, and then be like, fuck, you gotta wait a whole week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's why Netflix, right? They like.
I feel like that's
release
how
whole seasons, right? So
that's how our audience feels, man.
Yeah, everybody's
at
got
the end of the
different
podcast
now. Yeah.
It's like, oh man, we have to wait a whole week now for this entertainment.
Yeah. Everyone's just bitching. Fuck.
We're how are we doing over there?
I'm doing good over here.
Over here is not doing so good. I think it's just us on this one.
At our peak, it was what, like 5, 6?
I think we're up to 7 or 8 on this one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's not bad.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Like 8,000?
Yeah. You can't.
Say.
Yeah, about 8,000. Yeah, about 8,000.
Sweet, man. That's exactly what we need.
Like it's not like 'cause they just go on and look at it and be like, nope.
Thank you. Next.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. No. Well, the sport is always good though.
No, absolutely.
It's always good to chat with some people.
Appreciate you guys sticking around. All you Twitch people watching us, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you
and chiming in, man. Like,
yeah, we really appreciate you chiming in too. So it's good.
What do you guys think? Another 5?
Yeah, whatever. You guys are. What you guys cashing out or what?
No, whatever.
You guys are
5.
Yeah.
So
it's only 10:30.
What do we have on Twitch? How many people?
We got 6.
6.
We're averaging 6 to 8.
Oh.
Yeah. 1,000.
It's good. We're
and I mean, like I think a lot of people watching us right now are just randoms, like just
people.
Yeah, you know,
regular people.
No, that's random people. Like,
not like our friends.
Yeah. Not your mom.
Not my mom. Not our parents. That's funny. Yeah, no, it's a slow race, but we're getting there.
Of course, man.
It was fun.
Every week it gets a little bit better.
A little bit easier, a little better.
Now we're getting guests and
fucking food challenge.
The weak ass food challenge.
I know, man. Holy shit. She's like, hey, are we saving this for the when we go live? I'm like, no, go ahead, start. So she's eating it. And I'm like, as soon as like I look, I'm like, fuck. She's like, not even breaking down nothing, man. She's like, is this a spicy? She goes, is this a spicy one? I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you have to ask, then that's not the spicy one. I'm like, oh shit.
I come over to
Never
check.
mind.
I'm like, yeah, no, that's the spicy one.
She G-checked you, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, what can I say?
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today, Nicole. It was great having you.
Yeah.
Love to have you again. I mean, it's good to have a female perspective on topics, right? Like,
we'll have to touch base more next time on that, because it would have been a lot of good questions we could have asked about that.
Yeah, exactly. At the same time, it's the first time we've had a female on the show, so I was like, what's safe, what's not? You know, it technically should be open, you know, and I'm sure Nicole would appreciate that too.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
it's the point of view too.
Yeah, like, of course. And at the same time, though, like, we got to kind of get into the mood to get the guests and, like, you know, do stuff like that. So
it's our first real guest, so it was a good starting point. It was good.
Yeah, we gotta have your buddy next time, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get him a call, and we'll set it up for maybe next weekend. Or do you want to do one weekend after? So
well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, the weekend after. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, be good to have more minds on here. But yeah.
Well, nothing really going on. Should we just wrap it up then? Any questions? Anything else? Anything going on Twitch, question wise or anything?
No. We just got Cyber Manifest here talking about how screens kind of zombify you and they keep you kind of distracted by other stuff, like from the actual, like,
yeah,
you know.
There's two ways to look at that too, though. One is that it could be a good thing in a way because it keeps people from, you know, going crazy or going insane, because it keeps them focused on just one idea instead of thinking about all this stuff and losing their minds and going crazy. The other way is too, you can get locked up and then you lose a lot of other things too, I guess. That's my opinion. It's like,
well, I mean, in my opinion, there's a time and place for everything, right? Like, you have to really catch yourself. When, like, for me, you know, I have to catch myself. I feel the urge to pull out my phone, and, like, if I'm waiting for something, and, you know, let's say we're, like, at a restaurant and I'm waiting to get my order taken on, you know, fight the urge to look at my phone, because really in the end, I do that now. Like I was saying earlier, since I've watched that video of that guy was saying, like, when you have your phone, you're subliminally showing.
You just did it.
Yeah, you're subliminally showing the other person that they're not as important as, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I make a conscious effort to not do that.
Me too.
Because in the end, it's like, what are you really looking at? You know, like, you're just like looking at Instagram
nothing.
Yeah, you know, it's nothing important.
I'm looking at our podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Just looking at our own selves.
So yeah, I definitely make a conscious effort to not have my phone when I'm with somebody or interacting with somebody. You know, you should be paying attention, or, you know.
Yeah. I think that it's going to become something that's not even going to be rude to be on your phone, really, though. I think it's going to be a normal thing.
No, but that's what I mean. It's like it's subliminal. It's like, you know, when you're on your phone and you're sitting with somebody, then you're not giving them your full attention. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but I see a lot of younger kids that are on their phones, and they're like not really talking to each other, but they're beside each other on their phones, and they don't find it rude at all.
Yeah,
they don't really care.
Yeah, on your phone, and then they do this. They don't even look at you like, hey.
Yeah. How was your weekend? How was your weekend?
No, that's the thing. Like, they don't find it rude, but it's like, that's not a positive thing. You know what I mean? Like, you're not interacting with each other, so it's not like.
Yeah.
Even though you're not mad about it, like, who cares, right? But.
I'm glad you walked all the way over there to fucking talk. There's a microphone right here, dude.
Yes. Big, strong opinions from back there.
Say it to my face.
Yeah, say it to my face.
But, yeah, no. I don't know, man. It's a weird time. It's a weird time, right?
Keep going back. Like, we always seem to dial this in every episode, and it is a weird time. We talked about that on our last episode of the people on Twitch, and it's a weird time, like you're saying.
Yeah, it's a strange time, man.
It's a very strange time. it's interesting.
I mean, it's exciting, right? Like,
it's kind of, we were talking about that today as I had lunch with Nicole's grandparents today, and we were saying like it's weird to think that at one time in their life they were like riding around horses or like the first gen cars, all that stuff, and like in like 50 years for us, what's gonna be like that, like comparable to that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, is it gonna be like you're telling like your grand like your great grandkids that we had to put gas in our car at one time?
When we were young, cars actually rode on the ground.
Yeah, things like
you
that.
had to feel bumps and stuff. Like,
do you think it's gonna like go just as fast, or do you think it's just gonna be similar in 50 years?
No,
or faster?
Yeah, technology grows exponentially.
So I think it's gonna be way
the
more.
further we progress, the faster we progress, right? So I feel like it's gonna be way quicker, man.
Yeah,
way quicker.
That'll be interesting. I guess it's snowball effect.
The more technology you have, the quicker you form new technology, essentially, right? So
that makes sense.
But it's funny because I was thinking about this the other day. Fuel injection versus carbureted.
Yeah.
So as soon as cars became more economical, you see all those little town gas stations start closing down.
Yeah, that's a good. I never thought of that. That's
yeah, right.
It did happen.
Because at one point, your car could only give you enough gas to get to, let's say, 3 hours away. So there's a little gas station that fueled the town, and whatever. But as soon
like these halfway points.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
like,
right. You see that on the way to like Grand Beach or wherever you go.
But then you put in like fuel economy into these vehicles and stuff like that, and all of a sudden now you start realizing that only gas stations that exist are like these big ones, and they're not in these little towns anymore. Those are all closed down.
Why is that?
Fuel economy.
Oh.
Cars are getting way more fuel economy
because as we advance the technology,
these
small little towns, every little town had a gas station, right?
Yeah.
So they started to close down and stuff like that.
Well, it's like my wife's truck. It's like when you stop, the engine shuts off.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
It's I don't know what the name is either, but yeah, the new ones all do that. It's bizarre.
Start-stop technology?
Yeah.
Start-stop technology, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. But it tripped me out the first time I did that. I'm like, fuck, did the engine just die? I'm like, oh, shit. And then, oh, fuck.
I mean, sometimes there's cars that do that too, but they're a lot older. You have to go outside and kick them in the kick the bumper, and then it starts up again.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, or push starting it.
The clutch, pop the clutch. Okay, now.
Go.
No.
Yeah, my first car, I had a Volkswagen Rabbit, and the windshield wipers didn't work.
Oh, so you had to put your hand out?
No, I had to. My buddy had to
tie the strings and sit there going like this.
Your buddy has to do it.
It's funny. No, I had my first car was an '87 Volkswagen Cabriolet.
You both had Volkswagens?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Da.
Das is good. Oh yeah, I had a Passat too. That was a great car. Yeah.
My first car was a Chevy Blazer. Carbureted.
Nice.
Carbureted 2-door Chevy Blazer.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I had a Jimmy before. That was a fun car. It was standard too.
Really? Yeah. It's pretty much the same as a Blazer. Same idea.
Same thing. Same body and everything, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I had the Volkswagen, and the heat didn't work in it.
Oh.
You had to let it warm up for like 45 minutes.
Was it diesel?
No.
Oh, it was gas. Oh.
Yeah.
Diesel would make sense.
I think the core was blocked, so it wasn't.
Well,
back in the day, VWs were
the shit.
Shit, no, they were good. Yeah, like a Jetta, right?
They were. Yeah, I remember.
Lower Jetta with in the windows.
Yeah, because they had the turbo too. Like the diesels had those turbos.
Yeah, they had the G60 turbo in the cars and stuff.
You remember the 5-liter?
5-liter?
Yeah.
Oh, the Mustangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still pretty big. A lot of
those Fox body ones, the square ones that look like a fucking brick.
Yeah.
What was the knockoff of the 5-liter of like an LX? There was another.
There was an LX version of the Mustang. Like you're talking about Mustang.
No, but I mean, like, was a knockoff version where it's like it had the same body, but it wasn't like.
There was a Mercury one.
Mercury? We had the bubble.
Oh, the Caprice.
Caprice. Remember that?
Yeah, I do. We actually have one on our lot right now. We do. It's a customer's.
When I was that's what my dad had. He had a Mustang LX. That was our family car. And then junior high, I would take it and drive it to school. Yeah.
Those are horrible for because of rear-wheel drive, right?
Yeah, no traction.
Traction. Good for doing donuts though.
Oh, well, that's like my 300.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, those are shit in the winter, man. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
The wheels would spin so much.
It's a hard thing when not to get into car sales, but it's a hard thing when people go to look at them and I just have to tell them when I'm like, you understand it's rear wheel drive though, right?
Yeah.
No, I love that car. I was the first. I had the first one in the city.
Oh really?
Yeah. When we saw the commercial, I was like, holy fuck, I love that car, right? It's
I need it.
It's like short windows and it's like a gangster looking car.
Need a Tom
when I
again.
first got it, cops would pull me over just to like ask me about the car.
Oh really?
Yeah. Because I had the Hemi, like the C, with the Hemi. Yeah.
Went all out. They're pretty cool cars. They were cool. Remember like the PT Cruiser when it first came out?
PT Cruiser.
It was like everyone wanted one. Like it was like the biggest like deal for a car ever.
Yeah.
They were like backordered for like a year.
Yeah, because of the design, right? There was that retro design that they brought back.
Yeah, like that old
Like the surfer.
Afro Samurai, what's up?
What's up, brother?
What's going on? Well, yeah, I remember that too. There was a lot of people shipping the cars back to, like they were buying them here and then shipping them back to the States because they were so overloaded, like they couldn't get any in the States.
Okay.
They were charging like $10,000 more. So they buy them here and then ship them back to the States for $10,000 more than they bought them for, and people were buying them. That's like how
in demand, is it?
in demand, yeah.
I'm talking about PT Cruiser?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Those are shit cars, though, right?
Well, yeah. No one knew that when they were coming out, though.
It's
right?
essentially a neon with a different body.
It's exactly it.
Yeah.
It's a big hatchback.
Yeah. PT Cruiser or the fucking the newer Volkswagen buggy.
The Volkswagen Beetle, the buggy.
That died quick, eh?
Yeah,
I mean,
came back.
They looked like the way they looked was kind of
Yeah, I don't know. I can drive one of those, right? Like
the bubble car.
Yeah. Hey, bro. I'd have to wave like this.
They have a flower holder.
Yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah.
A flower holder? What does that mean?
They put like you could actually put a flower because everyone like wanted to have like daisies or something put in the like on the dash. It was an old '70s thing, I guess.
Yeah.
That's so gay.
Well,
flower holder.
I didn't have one.
So what color was yours? Polka dot.
Yellow Volkswagen Bug, and then yellow flower
Yellow flower.
matching.
Yeah, I'm fucking. What other cars
Oh.
came and went real quick?
There's the Prowler too, another Chrysler product.
Oh, that was nice though, man.
It was different, but it was so overdone. Like
it's super overpriced too, though. Like they were
Prowler. I'm
crazy.
trying to, oh yeah.
it was like an old gangster style car too.
It was like a kind of like a roadster,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. There's that too. The Solus, I think the Solus was a Pontiac one. It was like a convertible two-door. Solstice, that's what it was.
Yeah, or it was a Chevy red line. What are they called? Shit, no, I forgot. But Chevy made one too.
Can't remember. It was. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name though.
Oh, I
It was
can't
like
remember.
it was a shorter name.
Yeah, fuck, I
I can't
forgot.
remember. Whatever. Yeah, but
It'll come
they
back to
came
me.
and gone too. Like they
Yeah.
were selling for big money, and then 2 years later, never made them ever again. Feel bad for those people that
Yeah.
bought them all.
Yeah,
Just like
there was. I worked on a couple of them back when at the upholstery shop.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you would.
My uncle had a Suzu. Spirit? No.
Yeah, the Spirit.
Is it was like
Was it SUV or a
The-
car?
no, it was a car.
the Asuna. The Asuna
Suzu,
Sunfire.
and then it was like handling by Lotus. They
Yeah,
had
it
that
was the
thing,
same as an
handling by
Asuna.
Lotus.
I know,
That car was
Sunfire.
such a shit
Yeah.
box, man. When you sit in the back seat, you had to like bend your neck because it was like
It's too small.
yeah, it was too short. It was like, and
like
I'm
a-
not even a tall guy. You know, I had to bend my neck like to like sit in the back, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's funny. There's like the Ladas, like the old Ladas.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
go to if you go to like Mexico or all those places, they have the Ladas. They're like old. They're worse than a neon somehow. Like they're like a neon that's been driven for like 10 years. That's like a brand new Lada. It's just like clunky, rattly. It's like a little can, 1-cylinder engine.
The Russians.
Yeah, a lot of them drive. They're cheap. You think you get one there for like $2,000 or something?
The other one was good though. Not the SUV they did.
I never seen an SUV for
No?
like a Lada.
Yeah.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, they had there was an SUV, and apparently like it's still to this day is pretty sought after.
Which one?
The Lada
The Lada.
SUV. Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but yeah, they had one.
Interesting.
What do you guys think of those fucking small smart cars? What are they called?
Smart cars.
I think they're called the smart car. Actually, to be honest.
Is that the name of them? The smart
Yeah,
car?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
What
don't
do
know.
you guys think of those?
I've never been in one before. I don't know. I've
I
seen them
don't
on
feel
the
like it's a
street.
death trap. Like,
Supposedly
you
they
get
do
an
test
accident,
them,
you're
though.
fucked.
They say they're like super strong. Like like they rolled one. Well, I don't know how you handle inside the car, but they did one like rolling. They hit some curb, it rolled everywhere, and and it was the car didn't compact at all. It just stayed the same. Turns into like a ball. So it's supposedly the same kind of crash rating. But I don't know. I would never drive one of those though. I couldn't fit.
I think I would just drive like it feel like you're driving a go-kart, right? So you just like rip it hard with it, like you just would freaking
like my old ride, the XB.
Toaster,
man. Yeah.
I missed that ride.
I do, man. Me too.
What was that? What was it called again? What's the actual name?
Sound XB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that was pretty neat car.
That thing was fun to drive. Especially with the music turned all the way up, and then Soup fucking borrows my car.
Yeah, this guy's got subs in the car. I'm like, let me borrow your ride. I get in, I turn the engine on, and the fucking music just blasts. I almost shit my pants, man. I was just like, boom, like, wow, you gotta warn a motherfucker, man. Like,
this guy comes in fucking mad. He's like, dude, man, fucking turn your music down next time.
Jesus Christ, yeah, it's like cranked hilarious. Up to 10, fuck.
That's a good security system.
Like I like listening to music loud, but not fucking.
Not where it's
like your ears are about to bleed.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So,
all right, I think we're gonna call it a night, guys. Hey, if you're not following us, please give us a follow. Help us out. Trying to build. Every Sundays, we'll be on.
Yeah,
8:30ish.
8:30ish.
We try to
get 8:30, but usually it's 9. But
we were a lot closer to 8:30 this time. Like
closest we've come so far, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, everyone, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, we appreciate you conversing and interacting with us.
We also have another guest coming on in 2 weeks as well.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of more guests and slowly improve our show. And if you have any suggestions or anything, or how we can make our show better, please feel free. Give us some tips or whatever, So
yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, at the same time, let me just do this quick, guys.
What are you doing quick? Just texting somebody?
Yeah.
1 sec, everybody. We'll just text.
1 sec. Let's all wait for this so this guy can text somebody.
We just talked about this.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, and don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to Nicole's channel too. Chow Down on YouTube. You search it. If not, it's Nicole VIEE, all one word, on Instagram.
Perfect.
Awesome. Yeah.
Right? It's awesome.
So, yeah.
Thanks a lot. You guys have a good night.
Thanks,
Give us
guys.
a follow, guys. Give us a follow.
Follow,
Later,
like, subscribe,
peace.
hit the little bell so it notifies you when we go live.
Yep.
Okay, guys, have a good week.
Peace. See you next week.